Okay, which of the factors have factors? The reason why I don't want us to use labor is because they might use capital. So in that after all, it's labor. You understand? So it is additional cost that is incurred on the production of goods as a result of additional unit or variable factor. So from that question now, what is our answer? Correct. We are ready for JAMB. D. Okay, I want to ask a question. How many cost concepts do we have before we go? How many cost concepts do we have? I will not call you. Oh yeah, let's talk. How many cost concepts do we have? Hurry up, stand to your feet. How many cost concepts do we have? There's no time. I'm not saying you should. How many? We have 7 because of our time. We have how many? We have total costs. CC, PC, SC, ATC, ABC, ASC, and MC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the 7 cost concepts. Total costs, fixed costs, variable cost, average total cost, average variable cost, average fixed cost, and marginal cost. Can we try the formulas before we go? And anybody tell us what constitutes total cost? The total cost that is incurred on production of goods. What constitutes it? Fixed cost plus variable cost. This is fixed cost. They are costs that doesn't change over time, no matter the level of production. They are fixed. While variable costs, they can change, like cost on fuel, cost on salaries, cost on maybe repair. But for fixed costs, maybe you want to get a machine, you want to amend a particular place, maybe your building has collapsed, you want to amend it. You know they are fixed. Fixed cost. So the cost that is incurred on our assets during the course of production are called fixed cost. Do we understand? So what will be the formula for variable cost? Just collect it like that. Let me give you the. So we are looking for fixed cost. Just bring this one to this side. The fixed cost. Total cost minus variable cost. Are we getting it? Then average total cost is what? Who can give me the formula? Total cost divided by quantity. Or what? There's another formula. Total cost divided by quantity or average fixed cost minus average variable cost. All right. What's the formula for average variable cost? Formula for average variable cost. Which one is plus? Okay, thank you. Formula for average variable cost. Variable cost divided by quantity or average total cost minus average fixed cost. What about average total cost? You have done it. Oh, I wrote it. Average fixed cost. Sorry. Can anybody try? Fixed cost divided by quantity or average total cost minus average variable cost. Then the last one, marginal cost. Change the word. Change is total cost. All over change. All right, let's go to the next one. Number 5. Number 5. The source of, please, can you help me? Thank you. All right, let me continue. The source of all economic problems arises from that. That's concept of economics. Scarcity, we don't need to go for that. As a result of scarcity, then human wants we tend to what? To solve problems. Due to the fact that I cannot afford the basic necessity of life. You know, human wants are what? Are numerous, right? And the resources to satisfy them are what? Are limited. So therefore, there will be scarcity. Number 6. Opportunity cost is a term which describes that A, the initial cost of setting up a business venture. The answer is number 6. I think we should write it on the board, right? For those that I don't hear that it's online.
I think he said she has a question.
The answer.
For one, C.
Thank you. All right, number 6. B is the answer. The cost of one product in terms of foregone production of another. Another name for opportunity cost is what? Thank you. Real cost or what? Or true cost. The answer is B. Number 7. If the consumer demand for product X, increases, please, I need you to pay attention. If the consumer demand for product X increases as the price of product Y decrease, imagine the price of one product decrease, and that consumer is now demanding more for another product, which is X. We can be fairly certain that A, X and Y are complementary commodities. B, X and Y are substitute goods. C, X and Y are independent goods. D, X and Y are jointly supplied. E, X and Y are inferior commodities.
B.
Again. Did you pick B? Raise up your hand. So X and Y are substitute goods. Can you prove your answer? Who said B? I just need you to say why you pick B. Or you pick B, right? Come on now. Hold on. B. All right, please, can you explain?
The thing is that the demand for the goods.
Yeah. But they did not. They said if the consumer demand for one product, if the demand increase, you know when the demand of a particular commodity increase, what has happened to the price? It has come down. Yeah. But they didn't tell us about the price of that commodity. They only told us about the quantity. The next said, as the price of another product decreased, the demand for a product increased as the price of one product decreased. So it's what? The answer is A.
Why? Example, socks and shoes. They are complementary. So let's say the price of socks comes down.
Yeah.
So people can now buy from say, I can buy more socks now and shoes as well. Because the price of socks has come down. So they are
Do you understand?
always think of them like that.
So they are complementary goods. They complement each other. There is an increase. Listen now. There is an increase in the price if the consumer demand for product X increase as the price of product Y decrease. Obviously, I am taking. Listen now. I want to explain. I am taking bread and beans. Listen, no. On a long, I always eat them together, collabo. Now, I was not demanding more for bread. If I'm demanding more for bread, what has happened to the price of beans? It has come down. God bless you. So because the price of beans has come down, I can buy more of bread. That's what is happening. Thank you. But you don't like bread and beans, obviously. I just look at that. All right, number 7. The answer is A. Number 8. Stock exchange market deals with dash. Who said A? Is it difficult? Stock exchange market deals with dash. A. Sales of second-hand security. B. Sales of foreign exchange. C. Exchange of stockfish for stock. This is what's happening. D. Exchange of treasury bills. Who said C? Stockfish. You said I heard your voice. Yes. You said yeah, that's so who can give examples of security? Bonds, thank you. Bonds, debentures.
Bonds, yes.
Bonds. All right. Number 9. Real cost is dash. Take the same thing. Alternative commodities for gone. Amount of money spent on goods and services. Cost of goods and services. True cost. But do you know the answer is A and D?
Yes.
You can call it alternative commodities for gone. Yeah, give us the real details. Yeah. So A or D. So I tell you, what to give you a definition. They are asking for the definition, not another name. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Just can be so annoying.
You see, I think it's another name.
Number 10. A demand which gives rise to the reverse of the law of demand is dash. Now, what is the law of demand? What does the law of demand say? Okay, what is the law of demand? And was Which kind of human being is this? What's your name? What is the meaning of all things being equal? Ceteris paribus. That statement, ceteris paribus, is it Latin or French or Greek? No, can you just shut up? Ah, why are you so troublesome? What's your name?
Mine is a French of
Yeah, I said which language is that? All right. So a demand which gives rise to reverse of the law of demand is dash. A derived demand, like reverse of to the law of demand. We said the law of demand is all things being equal when the price is increasing, consumer tends to demand for less. But now say what would be the reverse? A demand, derived demand, B joint demand, C abnormal demand, D composite demand. Abnormal, thank you. Abnormal demand. Because it's going against the normal law of demand. Number 11. If two commodities are unrelated, if two commodities they are not even related at all, like television and Bobo, television and Pepsi, are they related? Yes, no. So if they are not related, a change in the price of one will dash. A have effect on the quantity demanded of other. B have no effect on the quantity demanded of the other. C increase the quantity demanded on the other. D decrease the quantity demanded on the other.
Have no effect.
It doesn't have any effect because they are not related.
Yeah.
Number 12. If we move from X to C, the elasticity of demand is dash. That is elasticity of demand. So we have to work it out. Can I give it time?
Yes,
All right. So price elasticity of demand. What's the formula? What's the formula for calculating price elasticity of any other person? All right, let's look at the top. Percentage change in the quantity demanded all over percentage change in price. So the question says that if we move from X to 6, the elasticity of demand is that. What is the formula for percentage change in quantity demanded? In quantity demanded over all demanded 100. So what is the change in quantity demanded from that table? That will be 12 minus 10. All over 10. The old quantity 10 times 100. So we have 2 over 10 times 100. So that is 20%. For percentage change in price. So percentage change in price is what? Change in price over old price times 100. So what will be the change in price? X minus 6 divided by 8 times 100. So we have 2 divided by 8 times 100. 2 here 1, 2 in 8 4, 4 in 4 1, 4 in 100. 35. Thank you. That will be 25%. So now we can calculate the coefficient of price and elasticity of demand. So that will be coefficient of price elasticity of demand equals to what is percentage change in quantity demanded? 20% divided by 25%. So what do we have? What do we have? What's the answer? And you said with the other person. The answer is. And you think B. No, it's not B. The answer is C. Number 13. Are we writing? Like give me time. 13, not 14. In the short run, the monopoly makes that. What is a monopoly? What is a monopoly? Monopoly can be categorized under which type of market? Okay, we have 3 categories of market. Yes or no? Can anybody tell me? No. Categories of market. No. No. People are saying of market according to price. Now listen, let me explain. We have categories of market. We have markets according to commodities sold in them. We have markets according to channels of distribution. And we have markets according to price. Let's talk it down. Categories of market. Markets according to commodities sold in them. Who can give me examples of market according to commodities sold in them? That's why we have stock exchange market, money market, capital market. What else? You say something now. Where is it?
Then market according to commodities. So
We have market
according to
according to commodities sold in there. Money market, examples now.
money
Money market, capital market, stock exchange market, consumer market, producers market, and so on and so forth. Do we understand? Now, market according to channels of distribution. Sorry, yeah. Retail market, wholesale market, yeah. Retail market, wholesale market, and producers market. Then market according to price. We now have perfect and imperfect market. Perfect and imperfect market. So what is a perfect market? Anybody? I was expecting us to be boiling, like as if you actually prepared for this jam. What is perfect market? That is, those are the conditions that are necessary. What is the main definition?
perfect market is a market where there are many buyers.
I know. Those ones are other conditions. I'm talking about the characteristics. Those ones are saying the characteristics of the perfect market. Perfect market is the type of market whereby buyers or sellers cannot influence the price of goods in the market. Do you understand? So a perfect market is the type of market in which buyers or sellers cannot influence the prices of goods in the market. So when we now talk about their characteristics, that's where you have perfect knowledge, homogeneous goods, free entry and exit. Do you understand? There is no preferential treatment. Perfect market is the type of market whereby buyers and sellers cannot influence. Wow, I love the word. Cannot influence the price of goods in the market. According to price. That one is perfect and imperfect. Are we there? So characteristics of perfect market are the ones you are saying the other time. Free entry and exit, many buyers and sellers, homogeneous goods, perfect knowledge of products, no preferential treatment, and so on and so forth. So for imperfect, it's the type of market where buyers and sellers can influence. It's just words and opposites. Buyers and sellers can influence the price of goods and services. So when if you know anything about perfect, the opposite of it is what? Imperfect. So when we have homogeneous product in a perfect market, what are we going to have? Oh, yes. You understand? Or their goods are not homogeneous. You know, homogeneous means goods, products that are identical. The same size, the same shape, the same color. You understand? Like that. But for an imperfect market, it's nothing of such. There is always preferential treatment in an imperfect. Ah, my customer, oh, because you are my customer for 5 years, so you have paid this amount. Because of my customer. But for a perfect market, since you cannot influence the price, so no preferential treatment. The price is fixed. Do you get it now? So that is that. Can we continue? So the question says what? So examples of perfect market now. Write it down. Monopoly. Monopoly. Examples of perfect market. Monopoly. Duopoly. Oligopoly. Perfect competition. Monopoly. Monopoly. Oligopoly. Oligopoly. The perfect competition. What else? What else do we have? I think that's all. We don't find it. Monopoly, duopoly, oligopoly, monopoly. Yes. Monopoly. Only one buyer. Monopoly in the market. Only one buyer. But just one. You are only, that means you are producing your product for just one person. Go and look for example. Do we have any company that is producing just for just one person? Is that what I said? Oh, sorry. Monopoly is there. Types of imperfect market. Yes, I'm sorry. Examples of or types of imperfect market are the one we listed. Sorry, the flip of tongue. Do you get what I'm saying? Eh?
So
yes.
Monopoly,
yes, they are under imperfect. Yes. Monopoly, monopoly, oligopoly, duopoly. Yes, they are under example or types of imperfect market. You should have corrected me because perfect market, you cannot influence buyer. You cannot influence the price. So there is only one. You are saying, please, Debbie, what are you saying? Thank you. Can we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So where are we?
13.
13. So what will be the answer? In the short, listen, in the short run, the monopoly makes dash. Now, what is a monopoly market? It's a type of imperfect market whereby we only have one in the market, just one. So now imagine if you have just one seller, what will happen to that seller? Because he believes that after I'm the only one selling this product. If I decide to inflate the price, you don't have choice than to buy. You get it? You will come back, go and work out, come back because I'm the only one selling that product in the market. They now say that in the short run, remember short run. In the short run, the monopoly will now make what? It's abnormal profit. I said you, yes.
You can put any price.
And you don't have choice, you buy it.
If you made it for 29, you can put it for
What is it?
In the long run, maybe to make it.
Normal, yes. They are smiling. All right, number 14. In a perfect competition, the market price is decided. Number 13 is B. Sorry. 13 is B. Can we continue?
Yes.
All right. I think we'll be able to go through market structure to some extent. In a perfect competition, the market price is determined by dash. But what is perfect competition? Another name for perfect competition is what? Who can tell me? I know you will not talk. Another name for perfect competition. I said it the other time. You are supposed to correct me. Another name for perfect competition is what? It's perfect market now. You don't know. Oh yeah, check your textbook. It's the same thing. Then another name for imperfect market is what? Imperfect competition. Do you get it? They are not asking that in a perfect market, the market price is determined by dash. A, the government. B, the producer. C, the consumer. D, the market supply and demand function. Not a call. The answer is D, yes. See, in a perfect market, there is forces of demand and supply. Because we have many buyers and what? And sellers. Do you understand? So the answer is D. Number 15. I have said it. I will not answer you the answer. Number 15, what's the answer? A. All of the following are conditions necessary for existence of a perfect market, except that A, lack of homogeneity of products. But the answer is A. Let us not stress ourselves. Number 16. The factors of production that has the highest degree of. Hello, please, can you reduce your voice, ma'am? Thank you. The factors of production. No, I'm a big girl. The factor of production that has the highest degree of mobility is that labor. Labor is mobile. You can move from one geographical area to another. You can choose to leave the job now and go to another one. Efficiency of labor in a country is determined by the following, except dash. What is efficiency of labor? Oh yeah, can you tell us? What? That what? The ability to produce more output without increasing labor. You are saying that is producing a particular commodity. Let's say you are working in a bakery. So you are saying that is producing bread over time. Maybe you always produce 50 loaves of bread in a day. Efficiency makes you, we tell us that you should be able to produce 100, despite the fact that they did not increase the labor. Despite the fact that they did not add more labor to you, you can still produce more. That is efficient. How is that worker is what? Efficient. Ability to produce more output without increasing labor. Do you understand? That's the efficiency of labor. So now, they said efficiency of labor in a country can be defined by the following, except A, social attitude to work. What do you say? You want to write? Yes, ability to produce more output without increasing labor. So our answer is what? C. Correct. C. Our answer is C. Number 18. Number 18 is D. You don't have to go for that. How many concepts of economics do we have? How many concepts? 5. Want, scarcity, scale of preference, opportunity, cost, and what? And choice. Want, choice, scarcity, scale of preference, opportunity, cost. Those are the 5 concepts of economics. All right. A complete expenditure on raw material. I want to ask a question. What do we understand by? Okay, let me read the question first. A complete expenditure on raw materials is regarded as dash. What is an explicit cost? Please clap for me. Now, what's your name? God bless you. Case closed. It is an XPC. You did not hear. Please, can you explain to us? I love this smile. My friend, nobody is eyeing me because I said I love this smile. She's eyeing me. She knows herself. You see the eyes there? Please, can you please explain to her? Thank you. All right, number 20. If the quantity of rice bought increase or decrease from 250 tons to 200 tons, owing to a 2% rise in price, it shows that there is a change in dash. Obviously, the answer is D. Number 21. A rise in income will ceteris paribus bring about dash. A rise in income. And that will lead us to change in demand and change in quantity demanded. So what is change in demand? What is change in demand? For another position, it is the movement. Let's write change in demand can be defined as the movement or shift. The movement. Yes, it's a movement or shift on the demand curve. On the demand curve to another position entirely. To another position entirely. Are we there?
Yes, ma'am.
The change is as a result of other factors that affect demand. The change is as a result of other factors that affect demand. Except, who can tell me? Except price. Thank you. That affects demand. Except price. The change is as a result of other factors that affect demand, except price. So we have two changes in demand. Increase or rightward shift. So this is increase in demand or rightward shift.
And then increase
We can put rightward change in demand. So why the other one is what?
decrease.
Decrease in demand. These are the two types. You know what I'm explaining because of that question. So you will get it right. Now let me explain. Can we stop writing this? I'll give you time to write. Now, when we are talking about change in demand, it is the movement on the demand curve from one position to another position. That's what they mean. It is the movement of the demand curve from one position, from DO to another position, D1. And what led about the shift or what caused the change is other factors that affect demand, except price. That is why we are having only one price there. Let me give you a scenario. Remember when Biggie product was in vogue? Can we recollect? Now, there was a particular time Biggie product decided to change different flavors, right? We have cola, we have apple, we have tropical. My question is this: during those times, does the price change? No. It was still the same price, but they decided to give us different flavors. Initially, let's assume that you are the type that love tropical. And you just decide, have you heard about Biggie apple? Or you take that one. No, let me try it. And you decide to go for Biggie apple. The moment you go for Biggie apple, something changed. Your taste was changed. Now, what make you to change your demand from tropical to apple? Can anybody tell me?
Changing taste.
The taste, is it the price? No. So when we're talking about changing demand, it's the movement from one position to another position on the demand curve. And the reason is that other factors that affect demand, price of other commodity, taste and preference, festive period, technology, what else? Other factors that affect demand. I said like 5. Price of other commodity, taste and preference, festive period, what else? Standard of living. Okay, income of consumer, what else? I need you to tell me factors that affect demand now. Anybody, aside from what I've said? Technology. Now, those factors can make your demand to change, except what? Price. That is why we are having just what? Just one price. So other factors, when I discovered that, I no longer fall in love with tropical, and I decide to be buying what? Biggie apple. The price does not change. It is just that the taste of Biggie products was changed. My taste decided I don't want to take tropical again. I want to go for apple. But does the price change? No. So that's why we said we have to increase or decrease. When we say increase, it means that I am demanding for more, despite the fact that the price does not change. Why decrease means I am demanding for less, despite the fact that the price is still remain constant. Let me give you another example. Take for instance now, after taking that apple, listen, I've been taking apple Biggie. I've been taking and I discovered that each and every time I take that drink, I always go to the toilet. Do you get it? I always go to the toilet. Before, I always demand for 2 in a day. So because there was high demand for tropical, they are not doing rubbish. They no longer produce it as expected, like the normal taste that it was when it was being produced initially. They will of course entice us with nice flavor. And I discovered that people are demanding more. They begin to reduce the work. So the moment I now went to the market that day, and I bought tropical, apple rather. And the moment I took that apple, I was not purging. Will I see demand for more? No. That means there is a decrease in demand. Decrease change in demand. Likewise, you also have increased change in. These are the two. Do we understand? Now let us now go to change in quantity demanded. Now there are different things though. Don't get it twisted. Change in quantity demanded. Yes. So change in quantity demanded is the movement from one point to another along the demand curve. Change in quantity demanded is the movement from one point to another point along the demand curve or on the demand curve, anyone. The change is as a result of
It changed from one point to another.
Yes, on the demand curve.
No, the change.
The change occur as a result of change in price, while other factors that affect demand remain constant. You can see it is words and opposite.
Why?
While other factors, the change in demand, in quantity demanded, is as a result of what? Change in price. While other factors that affect demand, while other factors that affect demand remain constant. While other factors that affect demand remain constant. So now let me give you a clue. Let me give you a logic so you understand. With this organogram, do you understand? Yes. Let me explain. You know, we said change in demand is the movement from one point to quantity price. 20 naira, 15 naira. Thank God. I just explain change the what now.
Change the button.
Thank you. Yes. Change the contract. All right. Change it. Then the second one. Right. Now, this diagram that I draw, is it correct?
But we can't.
I want to know if what I thought from you. Is it correct? Eh? Is this thing correct? Price, change in other factors, constant. Change in demand. No. It's not supposed to be constant.
Yes.
Oh, that's what change. I've explained. It's supposed to be correct. Thank God I know. All right, so these are the two different change. Quantity then decrease change. All right, can we look at the board? Sorry. The reason why I'm emphasizing more on this topic is that it's always confusing. So now let's look at the board. These are the two types of change in quantity demanded. What do I say? So we have increase in change in quantity demanded, and we have decrease change in quantity demanded. Remember we said other change in quantity demanded, the price will change while other factors that affect demand remain constant. The taste does not change. Period of festival, there's nothing like that. Or price of other commodity, no. But only price will change. So as a result of the change in price, it will also affect your quantity demanded. But it doesn't affect any of the commodities still remain the original, the way it is here. So now look at this. Let's assume the price of this marker is 20 naira.
Yes,
Are we there? If the price of this marker is 20 naira, how many quantity was demanded by Ms. Debbie on the graph? 10. Thank you. 10. Now, the moment the price increase to 50, what happens to my demand? What made my demand to change? Price. So other factors remain constant except price. So the moment the price increased to 50 naira, I was already able to demand for 5. So your arrow is going to come down. Is it coming down? Yes. If your arrow is coming down, that means I am demanding for more. But if your arrow is going up, it means I am demanding for less. That is why the arrow is going like decrease. Decrease change in quantity demand from 10 to 5. When the price is from 20 to what? To 50. But here, the quantity demanded increased because the price has what? Down. Thank you. Thank you. Can we continue? Number what?
21.
We have a lot to do. Okay. A rise in income will dash. Ceteris paribus bring about that. A movement along the demand curve. B, a leftward shift of the demand curve. C, a rightward shift of the demand curve. D, no effect on the demand curve. The answer is C, a rightward shift. The rise in income will make it to demand for more. Yes or no?
Yes.
So your demand will move to the right. C, 21, C. 21, C. 22. The supply of cocoa is influenced by dash. Who can tell me? The supply of cocoa is influenced by dash. God bless you. C. 22. C. If there is no demand for beverages, supply of cocoa will not increase. Because people are demanding more for Bonfita. We as a supplier, you want to go and get more cocoa to produce. 23. 23. If quantity supply is constant, listen now. If quantity supply is constant, irrespective of the price change, the supply elasticity is dash. D. Any other answer? Contrary answer to what you said. Infinity, okay? Any other contrary opinion? What do you pick, my brother? I need you to be sincere with me. What do you pick? Number 23. Perfectly elastic. There's no perfectly elastic.
Clearly elastic, I said.
Perfectly elastic. That's what you pick. Oh, yeah, stand. Oh, your first stand.
I can defend my answer.
Any other contrary opinion? You do. Pay attention. Any other contrary opinion? I'm the best. Any other person? Oh, your first step out. Okay, while you are there, can you prove your answer? Don't worry, don't stress yourself. Why is he infinity? The quantity supply does not change, no matter how the price change. It has no effect whatsoever on the supply. So what is that? One infinite. Infinite is what? I will lose you by mistake. You will tell Jam that it's by mistake. Please have your seat. Thank you. The answer is D. Now let me. Hello, one house, please. Now, I said something earlier that we have. Hello, you are disturbing my class. I told you that we have 5 types of price elasticity of demand. The same thing goes to types of price elasticity of supply. We have elastic supply, inelastic supply, unitary supply, perfectly elastic supply, perfectly inelastic supply. Now listen. A supply is said to be elastic if a small change in price leads to a greater change in quantity supplied. In that aspect, elasticity is what? Greater than 1, but less than infinity. Inelastic supply. A supply is said to be inelastic if a large change in price leads to a smaller change. Do you want me to draw the graph?
No.
We know it already now.
If a large change in price leads to.
Can I read this?
I will explain.
Don't worry. This side. Thank you. This is when. Okay, let me give elastic supply. This is when a small change in price. That one is inelastic. I've explained elastic before. Let me start all over. Elastic supply. This is when a small change in price. This is when a small change in price. This is when a small change in price leads to a greater change in quantity supply. Leads to a greater change in quantity supply. Leads to a greater change in quantity supply. Are we there?
In quantity supply.
In quantity supply. Full stop. Coefficient is greater than 1, less than infinity. That is elasticity. Greater than 1, less than infinity. This one is elastic. Let me write it here. Elastic supply. Elasticity is greater than 1, less than infinity. Inelastic supply. Elasticity is less than 1 or greater than 0. So that will be greater than 0, less than 1. You understand? Then unity. Don't worry, I'll still write the note for you. Unitary supply. Elasticity is equal to 1. Perfectly elastic. Elasticity is infinity. Then perfectly inelastic.
There.
Yeah, elasticity is 2. So can we put it there in the notes? So where do you stop?
We're explaining elastic supply.
I'm done with that. Right? Now, inelastic supply. Supply is said to be inelastic. Supply is said to be inelastic. When a large change in price, supply is said to be inelastic. When a large change in price, lead to a greater change. This is supply. You are drawing a demand curve. When a large change in price leads to a smaller change or a small change. When a large change, sorry, is a mistake. When a large change in price leads to a small change in quantity supplied. Full stop. Then you write this there. Elasticity is greater than 0, less than 1. You understand? A small change in quantity supplied. A small change in quantity supplied. Unitary supply. Supply is said to be unitary. Unitary now. Supply is said to be unitary. When a change in price has an equal change in quantity supplied. When a change in price has an equal change in quantity supplied. Unity or unity, anyone. So coefficient is what? Is always 1. Coefficient is always 1. Firstly, elastic supply. Supply is said to be perfectly elastic. If a supply is perfectly elastic, if a change in price has an infinite change, uncountable, infinity, has an infinite change in quantity supplied. Has an infinite change in quantity supplied. So in this case, elasticity is infinity. Elasticity is infinity. Then the last one, perfectly inelastic supply. Perfectly inelastic supply. Supply is perfectly inelastic. Supply is perfectly inelastic. Supply is perfectly inelastic. When a change in price has no effect, whatsoever on quantity supply. When a change in price has no effect at all on the quantity supply. When a change in price has no effect at all or whatsoever on the quantity supply. Do you see what makes you try to graph? Thank you. This has explained everything. Yes. So can we continue? So where do I stop? 23. If quantity supply is constant now, irrespective of price changes, the supply elasticity is what? Perfectly inelastic. It doesn't change the supply whatsoever. So it is deep. 24. The cost elasticity of supply. The cost elasticity of supply is a useful instrument for measuring that. Who can tell me? No. I know, cost is price. But do you know what price index is? That's how you see productivity. Our price elasticity of supply is a useful measurement. It's a useful instrument for measuring productivity. Now, when we are talking about products, the price of a particular product will determine what? Yes or no? Goods of essential goods, necessity goods, normal goods. It is the price that determines how essential they are. So when you are producing a particular commodity and a price is attached to it, you are producing it is this product that is not quite in there. Do you understand? Thank you. Because we are the only road price.
What about price index?
Price index. I can't even remember price index. Price index. I want to remember the it's under which topic? I think price index is under. It's not price determination or what? I'll find out. I'll get back to you. But it's not price index. Now, number 25. An important function of price system is to dash. Do I need to tell you the answer? What's the answer? What's the function of price? Importance of price system. God bless you. To allocate resources to most productive uses. The answer is C. 25 C. 34 B. I'm only anyone that scored 30. 30 over 40. No, let me bring it down. 35. I have a gift for you. 35 over 40. I have a gift for that person. Okay, as you have said it earlier, you put your morale. Sorry. If I said it, you might start manipulating those marks. But even at that time, that's it. No, 35. It was 40. Do you know what to score? Do you know that? Oh, you are marking your screens, right? All right. A discriminatory monopoly is characterized by dash. What do we mean by discriminatory monopoly? Monopoly that discriminates. So a discriminating monopoly is characterized by that. A common elasticity in different markets. B, different elasticity in different markets. C, a finite elasticity in all markets. D, zero elasticity in all markets. Can you prove your answer? Oh, sorry. You said B. Why is it B? Fraud. The answer is actually B. Now, when a monopoly is discriminated, the next question. 27. Change in the pump price of petrol in Nigeria has a direct effect on the dash. Hey, change in pump price of petrol in Nigeria has a direct effect on the dash. No, it's not only because of it. See, the movement who placed you? So is what? So is what?
Either cost of raw material or price.
It's not because of raw material. Essential goods. There is no safety. What are essential goods? Foods that are what? What are essential goods? From the what?
Always needed.
Eh?
Always needed.
Yes, now it's going to have a direct effect on any product you are producing. Let it is here. Before a product can get to its final consumer, you need a source of what? You need transportation. See, when you say transportation is limited. It is only limited to transportation, cost of transportation. But if you say that essential goods encompasses majorly all aspects. Because if you say you are producing essential commodity and you want to get it to your customers, good to enter transport, you will. And now, even aside from transportation, you can use petrol to run your machine to produce. So you are only limiting it to transportation. No. You need fuel to work to produce. Maybe you need fuel to even package your product. So it's not only transportation. So the answer is B. The answer is B. Very tricky, yes. Thank you. 28. The reward for machinery and equipment.
Interest.
I want to do like this.
Somebody said,
Hey, all your parents. Machinery and equipment is a what? It's capital. They are man-made assets put into transport, into production. Equipment is capital. Machinery, they are capital. We have working capital, we have circulatory capital, we have fixed capital, we have current capital. So machinery is a fixed capital or fixed asset. So it's capital. It's very, very funny. The question is somehow, but it's simple. The answer is interest. The word of capital is what? Interest. I was even expecting everybody to get it. Machinery and equipment is an asset, and it's under factors of production. Are you renting machinery? When is not land? You work for land is land. Machine is a capital.
the demand increases without a change in supply. Equilibrium price and quantity will A. Remain unchanged. B. Shifting one. C. Fall. D. Rise.
What's the answer? No. If demand increase without a change in supply, equilibrium point is the point at which your quantity demand equates your quantity supply. So the man said that when the demand increase without a change in supply, equilibrium price and quantity will what? It will increase. Equilibrium. What?
Demand increase. So there is now shortage.
Hold on. Quantity demanded equals to quantity supply for equilibrium, right?
Yes.
And it now said that equilibrium price and quantity. Equilibrium price and quantity will start. If demand increase, if the demand increase now,
Yes.
without a change in supply, and supply will not change at all. That means it's constant.
There will be an imbalance in the equilibrium.
So what's the answer? What's the answer?
It's right.
It's right now. Look at it. Equilibrium price and quantity.
So when does it fall? When does it fall?
It falls when there is a change in this one. When the quantity supply change, and this one will remain like that, then there will be change to the fall. Yes. 29. Pressure. Pressure.
Okay, so
28.
equilibrium will fall when there is change in supply.
Number 30.
In the process of production.
I must not even tell you this one. Oh yeah, what is the answer?
A.
A is the answer. Marginal product will be at 0. So your marginal product will be 4 and 0. All right, 31. Minimum price legislation by government will dash. Why will there be minimum price? Because we have minimum and maximum. So why is government bringing in minimum price control legislation? What will it bring about? Eh? What do you say now? So you are saying something. And create no. Minimum price legislation by government will dash. A. Reduce supply. B. Increase supply. C. Reduce demand and create surplus. D. Increase demand and create scarcity. When there is minimum price, people will increase, they will demand more. And when they want to demand more, what will the government want it to be? To make it scarce. That's right. Yes, let's go to price.
So how do you like
Price control legislation. Let's go there. Yes, I think there's something like that. Please hold on here. Minimum price control policy. The minimum prices are the lowest prices by law, below which the specific goods and services cannot be sold or bought. Minimum prices may be fixed on commodities if the aim is to protect producers, especially agricultural products, from the income fluctuation brought about by poor harvest. You now say, what are the objectives of price control policy? 1, to prevent the exploitation of consumers and producers. 2, to avoid uncontrolled inflation, that is persistent increase. 3, to help low-income earners, e.g., minimum wage earners. 4, to control the profit of companies, especially monopolies. 5, to prevent fluctuation of prices of some products, most importantly agricultural products. And the last one, to make possible planning for future outputs. Now, what are the effects of price control policy? Number 1, it stimulates excess demand. Are you still confused? Thank you. 32. A firm will experience the economies of scale. The economies of scale when dash. Now that will lead us to economies of scale. What is economies of scale? Before we now go to this economies of scale. What do we understand by economies of scale? Due to expansion in output. Thank you. The next set, a firm will now experience these economics now, the other way around. When dash, A, there is difficulties in coordinating production. B, there is shortage in labor supply. C, the size of market is small. What's the answer? Yes, that's economics of scale. So what is the answer? You're asking me, what is your own answer? Then the last D is when there is an increase in the price. After that graph, it's there. After the graph, it's a mistake. It was when I was doing, I was supposed to bring the diagram down before. The answer is not B. The answer is C. Thank you. The answer is C.
The market is economy is trending.
Wait.
Check.
It's not C. What is the essence of economies of scale? Let me ask you. For expansion, production, the answer is A. When there are difficulties in coordinating production, that is why we have the economies of scale. All right, let's go to question 33. I said something earlier about oligopoly under imperfect market. So, what is oligopoly? When there are few sellers in the market. So the answer is A. The answer is A. Yes, it's A. Oligopoly, few sellers. All right, 34. Now let us look at the graph very well. Did I draw it on the board? No. Please, I need you to be patient here this time around. This graph is a what? Who can tell me? Thank you. Cost graph. A graph that depicts or that shows the various cost concepts, marginal cost, average total cost, average variable cost, and all that. So it's a cost graph. Now, they now ask you that the average cost, the average total cost, is it total? This one is not clear. Thank you. The average total cost when 20 units are produced is dash. We have average total cost in that graph, yes or no? Now let's trace where the graph falls. So the average total cost has a price of 15 naira and a quantity of what? 20. Yes or no? So what is our answer? 15 naira. God bless you. 15 naira. The answer is B. 34. Did we get it? It's obvious from the graph. You got it wrong. Sorry. It's there now. See the graph. Let me see. See, this graph is average total cost. From here, it's 20 down. So this is where it's joining. So you now trace it to this arrow. So the price is 15 naira and the quantity is 20. So this top is average variable cost graph. Can you see? So this one is going for this. Why this? Marginal cost is even going for this. Average total cost. Not this one. Average total cost. The marginal cost. This is marginal cost. Then average fixed cost is the same thing as stability. You understand? Okay, the next question. When 20 units of output is produced, hello, you give you one to answer this. You know how to talk very well. So my eyes are on you. Question 35. When 20 units of output is produced, total cost will be that from the graph. When 20 quantity of output was produced, what will be your total cost? Remember, we are not given total cost for then. We are given what? Average total cost. So what is the formula for calculating total cost? Under cost concept. Average total cost times quantity. Thank you. So you are calculating. What is our average total cost? 300. What is average total cost? Answer me first. What is average? 15. Thank you. Then what is the quantity? 15 times 20 will give us. God bless you. So the answer is 300. 35 is B. B. 35 B. Price times quantity, yes.
36.
36.
Which of the following is not a function of the money market? A. Provision of finance. B. Enhanced loan savings. C. Creation of long-term loans. D. Provision of finance.
What is money market?
Money market.
What is money market? Oh, you are fair?
Consulting.
No, don't say it now. I just caught someone now. Money market is a market for short-term loan. While capital market is a market for medium and long-term loan. It is a market where people can go to borrow money for a short time, or you can lend money to people for a very short period of time. That is money market. So, oh yeah, go on. So the answer is C. It's not a function. Creation of long-term loan, no. Creation of long-term loan is for capital market. It's for capital market.
That's why it's what?
C.
36 is C.
7 B.
C. Wow, I love this. Equilibrium. Everybody, work it out. QD equals to 10 minus 2P. QS equals to 5 plus 3P. Please, let's look at the board. Clean the side, clean that side. Please, don't hold on. You better be cleaning it.
So B is equal to 1. We're going to substitute.
I know that's fine.
QD is equal to 10.
How did they get one?
While QS is equal to 5.
You talk for your equilibrium.
That's all.
QD is equal to QS.
QD is equal to QS. When P is equal to 1.
Leave that before. No. Let us find the equilibrium price first.
Equilibrium
Because that price is the equilibrium.
Yes.
So let's stop it first. You
That's
get
equal
one.
to QS.
Yes. So
Yes,
Oh. Yes, it's like Ma. Let's just go straight because it's simultaneous.
don't go straight.
Yeah, let me do that.
10 minus 2. Here is the reason at equilibrium, right? At equilibrium. Q is equal to QS. So plotting their equation.
That's 10 minus 2.
Function, yes, 10 minus 2
10 minus 2 equals to 5 plus 3. Then collect like 10. Yeah. That's how they got the price.
So do you know how they got the price now?
That's how they got the price.
So you can now solve your question. Oh, get ready, I'm not joking. You are supposed to put QT in front. So our answer is A. So solve for QS. You did not check it. It's very simple.
She's using it.
So our answer is what?
Equilibrium price.
The equilibrium quantity is A. Equilibrium price is 1. Since it's not correct, the answer is A. One of the unique features that distinguishes the perfect and imperfect market condition is dash. What distinguishes is what? No. Perfect market. Buyers and sellers can influence the price. Imperfect market. Buyers and sellers cannot influence the price. So they now say, what is the distinguished features between price and perfect and imperfect? The answer is C now, price. Price determines production and distribution, not profit motive. Everybody wants to make profit now. But what distinguishes is this price? See? So that's 39. Please, let's appreciate our professor. And the second one to come and please come on. You think I'm joking?
Alia, are you there? Hello. Hello.
Sir?
Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you gotten most of the class? Because the laptop is down. I want to go and push it for the next class.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
No, don't waste our time. I'm not all right, one now.